You owe it to yourself to show up for yourself. This hit me sometime around November as I was journaling in this journal. And it's something that I just wrote down. I jotted down and it's stuck with me since then. Like, wow. I owe it to myself to show up for myself because for so long I have not been showing up for myself. For so long I have been putting myself on a back burner in my own life. Now that sounds crazy. That sounds, when you really come to that realization, like I have been living my own life and putting my own self on a back burner. Why? Really? Why? I want you to ask yourself why that is. When that hit me, I had a revelation that it is time to start putting myself first. Just like it is time for you to start putting yourself first. It is time to build yourself up. You know, this may sound cliche, but when you spend so much time as a background character in your own life, you walk like it and you live like it. You move like it. Don't. I know we all heard this before, you know, be the main character in your own lives, but it's true. It may sound cliche, but it is true. Why are you living this life and you gonna sit up there and act like you a side character? You a background character. No. That don't sound right. At times, people with this mindset may get a sense that, oh yeah, in order to be the main character in my own life, I gotta start living selfishly. And in my opinion, everyone has their own opinion on this, but to me, being selfish doesn't get you nowhere. I'm just not a selfish person. At times I can be, but not in areas like when it comes to other people. But sometimes you have to set boundaries, and setting boundaries and putting yourself first is not being selfish. It's just simply doing yourself a justice. It's loving yourself. And if loving yourself is considered selfish, then, well, it's not, but I guess you're being selfish. But it's not being selfish. I mean, loving yourself is something that you should always do. You should love yourself first before you love another. And I say that because if you don't love yourself, how can you, properly distribute love out to other people? How can you be your best self in other people's lives when you aren't there for you? If you are someone who, I would say, tend to give their all to other people, I know I am. I'm one who tends to just always give, and love. And there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes it gets to like where it's a fault. Think of it like this. You have a glass full of orange juice or any juice, it really doesn't matter. We're going to call that glass A. And then you have glass B, which is empty. You pour some of the juice into the empty cup, into the empty glass, and guess what? The cup that had the juice in it is now halfway empty. Now say someone comes and drink out of glass B, which was the empty glass that is no longer empty and it's halfway full. They drink all the juice out of it, now that cup is empty again, but they want some more. And so you being a person you are, catering to other people's needs and just being the giving person that you are, you pour the last that is in your glass or cup into theirs, and they drink it. And where does that leave you? It leaves you empty. It leaves you with an empty glass. Where I'm trying to go with this is that when you continue to pour into other people's lives, to pour into other people in general, when you don't have enough in you, when you aren't full yourself, it leaves you feeling drained. And it leaves you prone to being taken advantage of. Because people, as long as you doing for them, as long as you giving, especially when it's easy to them, like, they're not going to tell you to stop. They're not going to tell you, you need to stop giving and start giving it to yourself. It's too good. It's easy. It feels good to get it. And that's how they feel. So why would they tell you to stop? You have to tell yourself to stop. You got to know when you're overdoing it and when you need to start doing it for yourself. because you are important, you matter, you are worthy. Make sure that you're full before you pour so much into others. If you already have nothing and you steady giving, you leaving yourself with nothing, and you already can't afford to do that because what the hell do you got? If you walk away from this video with something, I do want you to remember that always. Remember that you owe it to yourself. There is nothing wrong with putting yourself first. You owe it to yourself to show up for yourself because no one is going to do it for you exactly the way you need it to be done.